Okay, hi everyone, my name is Shelby and welcome to Voice for the Vanished. My darling, I love you, 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 I love you. So today is my first case, so please bear with me if you don't fully like how I relate all the information. I might not even like it. I'm trying my best and I'll probably think of a better process as I go on. But today's case is a very old case. Simone Rittinger. I don't know how to pronounce it. I am very bad at pronouncing things, so I am so sorry in advance. But because this case is decades old, there's no video, news footage, or any YouTube videos or podcasts. Simone was born on January 5th, 1960. She was often described as a free spirit, a very positive and loving human being. She was very trusting and always looking to make new friends. She was the type of person you want to be around. Simone is also a gifted pianist who is working to earn her GED. Simone's absolutely beautiful. The picture I saw when I was looking for a case is this one right here, and as soon as I saw it, something about it was just gravitating me towards her. I wanted to make her my first case, and the more I looked into it, the more I knew she had to be my first case. She lived with her family until August of 1977, moving to 29 Linden Street, Framingham, Massachusetts. In 1986, don't worry, I'm not skipping years, I just want to put this out there. Her high school assistant headmaster said she was a delightful girl who was not fond of school and seemed to be rebelling against something. Physically describing Simone, at the time of her disappearance, she was about 5'2", 5'3". She has brown eyes, wavy strawberry blonde hair. Other articles describe her hair as a little bit darker. Simone has a birthmark on her lower back and a small mole on the upper right forehead. She would wear spoon rings, bracelets, turquoise stones, and it is believed that on the day she disappeared, she was wearing a sterling silver necklace. On the day Simone disappeared, she was believed to be wearing blue jeans with rips and patches, a plain white t-shirt, white high-top sneakers, and a lot of jewelry, like I said. She was carrying a gray duffel bag, which I also saw once as described as blue, but every other article says gray. So I believe it was gray, but I just want to put both information out there, just in case. In the duffel bag, there would have been her waitress uniform, a dark blue polyester skirt and vest top. On Friday, September 2nd, 1977, Simone seemingly vanished. She had just finished working her waitressing shift at the Rainbow Restaurant. It is a spot on South Main Street in Natick that was popular for people who were in the area, locals, not many tourists or anything like that. All the articles I can find online kind of give similar stories but different stories surrounding her actual disappearance and where she was headed. Not where she was headed, how she was getting to where she was headed. So I'm just going to give you guys all the information I have because I cannot tell you which one is true. And since it happened so long ago, the files, I'm sure, aren't being relayed correctly and some just aren't online. So some of her family, well, at least some of the articles said that her family did believe she was hitchhiking all the way to Martha's Vineyard, which is where her family was, and she was meeting them there for their vacation. Some family members said she was headed towards Cape Cod to catch a ferry. She was very excited to see her family. Like I said, she loved her family. It was very close to them, even though she was fiercely independent. One article says that her stepsister, Betsy Bailey, stopped by the restaurant to see if she wanted to ride to the bus station, but she said that she was set and did not need a ride. Other articles said that her family knew she was hitchhiking all the way there, so I don't know which to believe. Those are all kind of different stories, especially the fact that her stepsister said that she did stop into the restaurant and asked her if she wanted to ride to the bus station. Run by Betsy's daughter, so Simone's niece. But the account is not active, like I said, and I tried to message the Facebook page just to get in contact with them. I did not get a reply, and they posted an email to contact Betsy, actually, Simone's stepsister, and I sent an email to her But like I said, the account isn't active, so it's possible that they're not checking the email, not expecting to get anything. I was going to wait to make this video until I possibly got a reply, but I don't think it's going to happen, at least for now. But if I do hear back from them or any information happens with Simone's case or any of the cases I cover, I will be making update videos. Sorry, my information's a little all over the place. So I don't know exactly how Simone was getting to the vineyard. Sorry, once again. And I don't know if Betsy stopped in at the restaurant because, like I said, that is only on 2 of the articles that I've seen. What really throws me off is that if Betsy was near Simone, and from everything that I've seen, the vineyard seems pretty far. It's a pretty lengthy distance from the restaurant and the town that they are in. I don't really know why they wouldn't just travel together, even if they were taking the bus together, even if they were hitchhiking together. It doesn't really make any sense to me. So that really throws me off. But then again, I do not know the whole story. I don't know what articles are true and if this even happened. So that is possible that it's just a misinformation. In the same article that said Betsy asked Simone if she needed a ride to the bus station, it also says that Betsy said Simone was not shy about talking to strangers, and it is believed she planned to catch a ride to the Cape. So that kind of confuses me. If she was all set to go to the bus station, then I believe take the bus to the vineyard. So it does kind of confuse me that Betsy asked her if she needed a ride to the bus station, and when Simone said she had a ride there, it's a little bit confusing if Simone did not have a ride there, because Betsy then says it would not have surprised her if she was hitchhiking. Family, co-workers, friends, anyone who loved Simone never saw her again. When Simone did not show up at the vineyard, her family wasn't very concerned. They thought she might have just changed her mind. Again, it is 1977. Technology and getting to someone is a lot more difficult. By the time her family returned home, they realized that she had not planned to come meet them, that she was in fact missing. So they went to the police station, but this was already on September 11th, 1977. They were 9 days behind her actual vanish date. Simone's mother, Jane Barrett, again, I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, reported her missing. She reported her missing to Officer George Stevens. The home they were in at the vineyard did not have electricity or a phone, so it was not too alarming when they didn't hear from their daughter, as well as why they did not call her. The officer who took the missing persons report is actually believed to be one of the last surviving members of the department who worked there when Simone went missing, which I thought was kind of an interesting fact. He would be 71 currently. He knew her family and Simone, and he actually got food at the Rainbow restaurant where Simone worked every single morning, and every single morning Simone waited on him. So he was definitely affected by Simone's disappearance. On September 17th, police visited Simone's boyfriend, who at the time was actually in the Billerica House of Correction. He told them that Simone had stopped writing. He was very concerned. He didn't know what was happening. And the police did believe that he was genuinely scared and concerned about Simone's well-being, and did not believe he had anything to do with it, as he was in prison and couldn't do anything, but they did believe he didn't have someone do something to her. Simone actually had special visitation privileges at the prison the day the police talked to her boyfriend, and she never showed up. On October 4th, nearly a month after she was last seen, police opened a full investigation, but the case very quickly went cold. The case was cold for many years, but 9 years actually after her disappearance in 1986, an elderly man came forward and said that he gave a ride to Simone on September 3rd, the day after her disappearance. The elderly man said that he was en route to the Cape when he stopped for a violation at a rest area in the intersection of Route 128 and Route 109 in Westwood, Massachusetts. This is another part of the story that is kind of different in a couple different articles and is very confusing. And when I looked on web sleuths, which if you don't know what that is, it's people who are basically amateur detectives online, and they figure out a bunch of information about true crime, especially missing person cases. And a lot of people on web sleuths find this very sketchy, The state trooper actually stopped him and had Simone in the backseat of his car and asked the witness to give her a ride to the Cape. It's very confusing, though, because some articles kind of situate that situation a little bit differently and don't exactly say that he asked. But that is what this elderly man said, apparently. And the state trooper actually never came forward saying this happened, and I don't believe they know who actually was the state trooper. But I find this pretty weird and sketchy, as well as the couple people on web sleuths that I found talking about it. The witness, the elderly man, said he dropped Simone off at the Hyannis, I'm so sorry, I cannot pronounce things, Rotary near the airport, and that's where he last saw her walking towards a nearby restaurant. She has never been heard or seen again by any witness ever. It is believed that this was Simone. I think it is actually confirmed that this man did pick up Simone. In whatever sense, he had a pretty perfect description of her and details that he had a pretty perfect description of her and some details, I believe, that weren't out to the public. So it is a confirmed sighting that was her, but no other sightings have ever been confirmed. I actually don't believe there was any sightings in general. Her case is still very much open. She is a missing person, but it is believed that foul play is involved. Simone would now be 59 years old. It is absolutely heartbreaking that her family has had no closure, has had no answers, and had to lose their loved one so suddenly at such a young age when she was in her prime. I do believe that her entire family, as well as everyone in the area who knew Simone, believes that she is deceased, which is most likely the case. She has been gone for 42 years. And it just breaks my heart that 42 years have gone by with no answers. If you know anything about Simone, whether it is the smallest detail that you might think does not matter, it does. Please call. Please help them solve her case. Let's bring her home. Her family deserves to know what happened to their loved one. They don't deserve to go through life constantly not knowing what happened to their beautiful, beautiful girl that is Simone. I don't know exactly if you guys like the way I did this case and whether you guys want me to talk about theories or possible suspects, but sadly in Simone's case there really isn't any, and you can make theories, but with all the information it only goes down a couple different routes. The elderly man who picked up Simone is actually now deceased, so there's no way to get more answers from him about anything that he saw, but I do believe that he gave all the information he had. If you know anything about Simone Ridinger, I'm so sorry for pronouncing that wrong, or her possible attacker, her possible murderer, or her possible abductor, please call the Suburban Police or NECMEC. Please contact someone with any information you have. If you possibly have seen her or saw her in the past, anything helps. So much love goes to Simone's family and loved ones. I cannot imagine what it has been like to miss her for so many years. If you want to contact me with more information about Simone, I have my Twitter as well as my email in the description box below, and I am just sending you guys so much love. I hope this video was not disrespectful or anything to Simone or you guys. I did my best at relaying her information and her case to help the case. So thank you so much for listening to Simone's story, and if you want to hear more missing persons stories and cases, please subscribe. I will be posting multiple times a week, and thank you for sticking with me. Love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.